All right, welcome back to another one of our film reviews. Today we are talking Detroit Lions rookie offensive lineman Tate Ratledge. And I tell you what, guys, I love talking Tate Ratledge. We've done a bunch of film reviews because this dude is an animal. I could talk about Tate Ratledge probably half my channel because he is that good. And today we're going to spend a lot of time breaking down what he did in the Lions' most recent victory on Monday night. As always, if you have any feedback for us, put it in the comment section below. If you're a fan of these film reviews and want to support us so we can do more of them, consider becoming a member of our channel. There's a link in the description box below that will take you right there. But without further ado, let's jump into the film. All right, let's open up with the running game for the Lions, and there, of course, is Tate Ratledge at right guard. And you can see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they got Vita Vea right there, big number 50, one of the best defensive linemen, one of the best players in the National Football League, right in the A-gap, lined up in a two-eye technique right on Ratledge. And here the Lions, they're going to run a downhill gap concept. We're going to get the tackle working out. We're going to get a double team between the center and Ratledge working up to the next level. We're going to get base block here with a little double team working up to the next level right there. Tight end working out. And the receiver inserting right here just like that to pick up the safety defensive back. And again, it's going to be a downhill gap scheme. Running back finding a hole wherever he can. But guys, I want you to focus on this double team right here between Ratledge and the center. They get great movement and actually put Vita Vea, one of the best defensive linemen, on his butt. I love to see it. Let's check it out. There's a snap. Inside run. Cuts around. Good effort by the running back to get what he could. This was pretty well defended right here. Number 90 beats a double team, is able to get inside, kind of blow up the play there. But let's look at this double team right here with Ratledge in the center. Hip to hip, movement, drive him back, drive him back, drive him back, and put him on his butt. That's awesome. Vita Vea, guys, he doesn't get moved, right? He gets paid a lot of money to not get moved, right? Even on double teams, right? This guy is a brick wall. Great technique, incredibly powerful. This never happens to him. He gives up, 3 yards, gets walked back, and then gets thrown on his back. I tell you what, Tate Ratledge, man, pile driving, folks. I love to see it. And again, this is a great player. I don't use the word great a lot to describe players. Vea, number 50, he is a great player, and he's been a great player for a very long time. But for the rookie, helping on the double team, stays on him, walks him back. You can make an argument that he should have come off right there on number 54. But listen, when you're getting movement like this at the point of attack, you're actually getting a good job displacing this linebacker because when he actually jumps inside, the running back can cut behind your double team. 54 does a really good job right here from Tampa navigating this trash right here. There's a lot of garbage. He's able to squeeze through there and make the tackle. But when you get movement right here by Tate Ratledge at the point of attack, that's winning football. Great job by the rookie. All right, for the wide copy, watch this movement on this double team right here between the right guard and the center on 50. Get on him, drive him, walk him back, and put him on his back. That is awesome. Look where the ball is snapped, guys, right around the 10.5-yard line. Look how far they walk back number 50. Just a tank to the 15, 4.5 yards of vertical movement and throwing him on the back. Guys, this is winning football. You wonder why the Lions look so good and why they're the best team in the NFC, in my opinion, right now. Maybe the best team in football, if we're being totally honest. I know the Colts have been playing good. The Packers are good, of course. But the Lions, with their physicality, with the way they can run the ball and just embarrass you physically. And again, this is a great player right here, but the rookie gets on him. First-year starter at the center in terms of replacing a legend. Get on him. Double team right here, getting this kind of movement. Great job up front. All right, sticking with the running game, and there's Tate Ratledge, of course, at right guard for the Detroit Lions. We're going to get a standard inside zone concept with a little cool concept mixed in from Detroit. So left tackle is going to go this way. We're going to get zone double team right here, working up to the linebacker. Running back's going to take this track right here. You can see number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's lined up as a fullback. Normally in this situation, when you run inside zone, the fullback inserts to the backside. But at the snap, what happens, let me clear up the screen for you guys. Amon-Ra St. Brown goes this way, and they have a receiver come in motion pre-snap to insert this direction. Again, it's a way to insert some confusion to the opposition. It's a cool concept. And on the backside of these schemes, we get a tight scoop here working up to the next level by Ratledge, and you've got a scoop technique by the backside tackle. Now, when you're in the position Ratledge is here, you're trying to get movement right here. Dent this defensive tackle to allow your buddy to take him over and then get up to the next level, get up to the linebacker, get some movement as well to allow your running back to cut back behind him. Guys, Ratledge delivers a heck of a strike. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. There's the inside run. Zone concept, pretty well defended by Tampa Bay. Let's look at Ratledge right here on the backside. Let's look at his tight scoop technique. See how he stays square? That's pretty good. See how he gets the defensive tackle's shoulders turned? We see right there, Sewell with a great angle and great finish. Look at this cutback opportunity. I'll tell you what, Zero misses this. And I know he's probably not expecting this kind of hole in terms of this situation, but boy, if he puts his foot in the ground right there, he is off to the races. And of course, he had a monster game. He's a great player, so I'm by no means criticizing Zero. But you look at Ratledge, he gets up to the next level, gets gets on the linebacker and catapults him across the field. My goodness gracious, look how far he dislocates the backside linebacker. The backside linebacker is all the way at the same level as the play side linebacker, actually past him. You can see the play side linebacker right there. You can see the backside linebacker right there. He's in the wrong spot. That's how you know you get great movement. Ratledge is a force. He's a physical beast. He's far from perfect, right? Like any rookie or any offensive lineman, there's going to be some bad plays. But boy, he plays with such aggression and such a physical nature. I tell you what, I mean it when I say I can watch Ratledge play all the time. His film reviews are just so much fun for me to do just because he's such a physical force. He plays the game the right way. Great pickup once again by the Detroit Lions. All right, from the wide copy, get a really good look at Ratledge right there. Watch him turn the shoulders of the tackle and get that movement, right? Throw that linebacker across the field. Really nice work. It's the subtle things, but right here, just getting this defensive lineman number 90 shoulders turn allows Sewell to completely take him over and finish him off, and you can see that cutback lane, guys. That is a huge crease. Number 0 just couldn't quite get to it, but you look at this movement, right? He gets up to 45, contact made right there, and then slingshots him like 6 yards. He's completely out of position. They got to bring the safety down, right? They got to fill a bunch of people in the box, but this Detroit Lions group up front, they mauled Tampa, right? The score, even though it was a 15-point victory, the score was a lot closer than the game actually was because of the guys up front, led by Tate Ratledge, absolutely dominated the Buccaneers. All right, let's go with some pass protection, and there is Ratledge, of course, at right guard for the Detroit Lions. So you can see the Buccaneers, they've got a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. So what the Lions try and do here is they have the play side of the protection. That's these 3 guys on this particular play, those 3 right there. They all take the gap to the right. So the right tackle's going to take this guy in that gap. Right guard's going to take this gap, and the center's going to take this gap. What ends up happening is via number 50, he actually slants inside and is picked up by the center, which means Ratledge right here goes looking for work, right? There's no one in his gap. But he doesn't just guard grass. He doesn't just guard turf. He's looking to cause havoc, and he actually delivers a powerful block, puts this defensive end on his back. That's what he does. He just mauls people. He pile drives them. Let's check it out. Pre-snap motion. There's the snap. Look at Ratledge. Good protection. Breaks down. Fumble. Not ideal. But let's look at this rookie right guard, guys. Right? Vea goes inside. He helps out his center take him over, but he's looking for work. Sees a defensive end. Boom. Puts him in the turf. I love it. Be nasty. Be physical. Pile drive these jokers. Set the tone. And this isn't the first time Ratledge has done this. Literally every single game, every single piece of film I watch on this rookie right guard, he does this to defensive players. I mean, he absolutely obliterates them. And I am here for it. I love this kind of stuff. This is how you have an attitude. This is a big reason why Dean Campbell, the Detroit Lions, are still the force, in my opinion, in the NFC. Because they have that nastiness to them. Yeah, they got talent. Yeah, they got the big play and the great skill players and Goff and things like that. And defensive playmakers, even though they're beat up now a little bit. But I look at their mentality up front. They're nasty, they're physical, and they want to punish you like we see here from Tate Ratledge. All right, from the wide copy, you can see Ratledge right there. Vea goes inside. Boom. I love it. Punish these guys. You want to be a speed rusher, Monday Night Football, you're thinking you're going to get some attention. You think, Troy Aikman, Joe Buck, they're going to call your name. You're going to get your name in lights on ESPN and all that kind of stuff. Nah, welcome to the turf, bro. Boom. That's what it's all about. I love this. Deliver punishment. You're an offensive lineman. You're the biggest, baddest dude on the block. At least you're supposed to be. Ratledge embodies that mentality. I love to see it. Nice play from the rookie. All right, going back to the running game, there's Ratledge at right guard, and this time he's going to be on the play side of a zone concept. You can see the Lions, they got 2 tight ends over here, and it's going to be standard zone scheme stuff. Tight ends working out over here. This tight end's working up to the next level. We're going to get a zone double team right here working up to the next level. We're going to get backside cutoffs and scoop techniques, and the running back's just taking this track right here, trying to find a hole wherever he can, whether it's going outside, whether it's attacking this bubble, potentially cutting back. Again, standard zone scheme stuff, simple things, nothing really special here. I want you guys to watch this double team and the strike. They dent the defense just right off the rip. What a strike from Ratledge. You talk about a punch. I love to see it. But here's the thing. The Buccaneers, they know the Lions are going to try and attack this bubble. They try and backdoor it. But the rookie, even after delivering the strike, is smart enough and recognizes and reacts quickly enough to get just enough the linebacker to allow the running back to hit the hole. Unfortunately, one tight end misses the block and it kills the play. But the rookie, Tate Ratledge, he does a great job. Let's check it out. There's a snap. Inside zone concept. Safety's there to kind of blow up the entire play. Not great. You can see the tight end right here at the point of attack. He falls down. That's not great, right? I mean, there's literally nothing but green grass. I mean, if you don't fall flat on your face, this is literally a touchdown. When I watched the film of the Lions' performance, obviously they won convincingly. They should have put up 50. I mean, it was one of those games where there were so many plays and drives where there's just points and yardage left on the board. I mean, this Lions offense, they scored 24 against a good defense and won handily, but they could have beat them like 55-3. Like, it was that kind of bloodbath up front. And you see it right here with Tate Ratledge on this double team. Watch him work over in that strike right there. Look him like launch the defensive lineman backwards, and he picks up the linebacker, gets just enough of him right there. This is a touchdown. This is a touchdown. How is this not 6 points? How do you fall flat on your face? Ugh. Ugh, this is so tough, guys. This is a touchdown. Backside right there. Look at these guys on the backside. Cut off him, work up to the next level. Linebacker undercuts it. That's bad right there. This linebacker is never going to make this play. He's gone out the gate if you backdoor this on the backside linebacker. I mean, the play side right here, this punch, this strike, this double team, they get everything pinned inside. Walk-in touchdown. Safety's the only guy that has a prayer. It's a 40-yard run at minimum, and you fall down, and it ends up being a nothing play. You got to clean this up going forward. I mean, it tells you how good the Lions are, that they can do things like this and still win decisively. Really good job up front blocking, except for that one tight end. All right, from the wide copy, guys, this looks so good. Look at this shock. Look at this defensive lineman on contact right here. That's the 41-yard line. He gets launched back, right? On contact. Boom, 2 yards. And they pin him inside. And they pick up the backside linebacker. I mean, this is perfect. Guys, you don't do better than this. Look at this surge. The surge and the recognize and react to pick up the linebacker backdooring it. This is so good by Ratledge, so good by Sewell. I mean, this is absolutely perfect. They've got a guy for the safety in the hole, and it's a touchdown. There's no way this safety with all this green grass even comes close to making the tackle. How do you fall down? How do you fall down? Man, that's tough. Man, that's tough. But Ratledge, guys, look at this punch. Look at this strike. Load, strike, knock back, and then recognize, react, do a good job on the backside linebacker. And this is what happens sometimes when you watch the broadcast footage, because if you watch this live, you probably would have been like, Ratledge, not a great play. 54 ends up being part of the tackle. No, he does a great job. If you backdoor this as a linebacker and you get a piece of him right here, you should be out the gate. But the tight end falls flat on his face, and that's what kills the play. But at the double team block right here at the point of attack, man, that is good. I wanted to take a minute from today's video to talk about something that's really important to me, and I know it's really important to a lot of you guys as well, and that is football cards. And guys, I'm not just saying that. I live this stuff. I've had this binder going back, I don't know, years now at this point. Like, I've been all about football cards ever since I've been like 9 years old, and I know a lot of you guys are as well. It's one of the best parts of being a fan of sports, being a fan of football in general, and that's why we're excited to work with our sponsor today, and that is Arena Club. Guys, Arena Club, they're changing the game. It used to be, and it was like this when I was a little kid, right? You go to the store, you buy a box, you buy a pack, you rip open the cards, and you're left with a lot of stuff you don't want, right? I remember years ago, I saved up forever to buy a pack of a really nice pack of cards, and I got a J.P. Losman autograph card, which is, I mean, it was cool at the time, but I mean, I'm not a Bills fan. I don't want a J.P. Losman autograph card. I wanted to have the option, as I'm sure a lot of people in a similar boat did, which is maybe trade it in, get another bite at the apple, see if I can get something better, and that's what Arena Club does, guys. They have high-quality graded cards via their slab packs. I could explain to you guys what a slab pack is, but without further ado, let's show exactly how this process works. You can go onto their website. You can see all the different slab pack options here. Yeah, pick one. I got one earlier. I opened it up. Let's see what I got. You got all these cool demonstrations. Wow. I mean, they make it look good, guys. And here we go in front of us, and look at that. Wow, that's impressive. We're talking CeeDee Lamb. You talk about legit superstar. Awesome card. Now, the great thing about Arena Club is they give you an option to potentially trade it in. They give you an offer right now. I'll push it till later. Let's go into my showroom, guys. Let's look at the cards I currently have in my showroom that I could order to come to my house that I already have, or maybe I could trade it in, or all my options right there. And you can see there's CeeDee Lamb and there's Bryce Young, a card I got at an earlier date. Guys, Arena Club, they're the best in the business. They're changing the game. And guys, here's the best part. Arena Club's offering a 20% discount off of anybody buying their first slab pack who goes to arenaclub.com/SMI and uses our code SMI. 3 little letters, pretty easy to remember. You get 20% off your first slab pack. Awesome deal. Make sure you check it out. Again, arenaclub.com/SMI. Use our code SMI today. All right, Lions fans, you ready for another perfectly blocked play except for one block that should have been a touchdown? This is a cool power concept. Normally when you see power, you see, a fullback right here, and you have the backside guard pulling, and the fullback, of course, leading this way through here, and everybody blocks down. The Lions have that same concept, but they actually have Laporta come in motion, and he basically acts like a fullback here. Again, a lot of smart offenses giving different looks to the defense with the same kind of concepts. And so what we're going to get here is we're going to get double teams right here, working up to the next level. We're going to get down block there. We're going to get anchor down techniques here across the board for the tight end to backside tackle. We got Ratledge. He's going to pull and handle the defensive end, and we're going to take Laporta in motion, and he's going to wrap around for this linebacker right here, and it's going to be a counter action for the running back. What happens here is this defensive end, he tries to spill it and go inside, and what you're taught here if you're Ratledge is to wrap and hook him inside. Laporta sees it. He goes up to the next level, and when this linebacker flows over the top, he actually kicks him out. And let me clean up the screen for you guys here. So what you get is you get a Ratledge pin, you get a Laporta kick out, and there's nobody else here. Again, should have been a touchdown. This defensive player right here, backside nickel corner, makes the greatest defensive play I've ever seen. This should have been 6. Let's check it out. There's a motion. There's the snap. Look at this hole. Minimal gain, right? Doesn't look anything special. But let me freeze frame it right there. Guys, look at this hole. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at this backside nickel corner firing through this trash and making this tackle. This is the best defensive play I've ever seen because this is a touchdown, right? They got hats on hats. Look at this double team at the point of attack right here. Blow him out of the way. Get up to the backside linebacker. Look at this shot from 73, ear-holing this backside linebacker right here. Boom. Guys, look at this. Boom. This Lions offensive line, I love it. I mean, I could watch this all day. How about Ratledge, the rookie guard, being an athlete, pulling out of there, sees the defensive end, go inside, wraps him, drives him inside, secures the edge. Perfect technique. Good job, right? They're trying to spill it. And sometimes right here, if they spill it, you overrun the play, and this defensive end is able to peel back and make the tackle for loss. Not Ratledge. He does a great job pinning him inside. Laporta sees it, blocks out the linebacker. There's the crease. This is a touchdown. Again, the safety with all the screen grass, he's the only one that can prevent it from being 6, except for this backside nickel corner, making literally the greatest defensive play I've ever seen. I mean, this Lions team, I know I've said this like 500 times already, they could have won this game 80-3. I mean, they physically manhandled a one-loss Tampa Bay Buccaneers team on primetime. These guys, these Detroit Lions, these front 5, tight ends, running backs, they're so good, it's scary. Ratledge is becoming a key part of what they're doing, like you see here. All right, from the wide copy, you're going to see Ratledge right there at right guard. Watch him pull, lead the way, sees the defensive end, crash inside. He wraps, tight end, loops around. Look at this. Hats on hats. Look at this double team right here, guys. I'm going to highlight this. Look at Mahogany. Boom. Oh, look at this. Boom. This is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Backside tackle, backside tight end, secure with their anchor downs. I mean, right here, this is a touchdown. The safety is the only guy that can make the play, and he's got the entire field to do it, right? It's one-on-one for a touchdown. At minimum, it's a 20-yard play. At minimum. Yet somehow it ends up being, what, a yard? This is how close the Lions were from absolutely humiliating Tampa. And they won by 15. Absolutely bonkers game for the Lions offensive line. They are the most dominant team in football. And once again, like you see, Tate Ratledge, as a rookie guard now, having a big, big role in it. All right, how about some standard pass protection stuff? And there's Ratledge right there, of course, at right guard for the Lions. And you can see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they got a lot of people walked up. And the Lions counter here is to have these 3 guys on the play side all take the gap to the right. So right tackle taking that gap, Ratledge taking that gap, center taking that gap right there. And then one-on-one on the backside, one-on-one here, one-on-one here. And if this linebacker decides to fire, running back's got to pick him up, right? That's how the Lions have called this up structurally from a protection perspective. Now, what Ratledge does is he's going to be one-on-one because he sees this linebacker inside. He feels, or at least understands, that he's probably going to pick him up by himself. But as this linebacker drops, he actually kind of loops around too. Ratledge does a great job staying with this guy in pass protection, stays on him a long time, does a great job, but also keeps his eye on 54. Really smart play, really solid pass pro. Let's check it out. There's a snap. It's got time. All kinds of time. Now escapes, trying to find something, and nowhere to go, right? Just the way it goes sometimes. Let's look at the pass protection here on the play side with Ratledge, right? One-on-one, good patience. I love the patience, right? He's a physical mauler and a pile driver in the run game, but he's patient in pass protection, right? Doesn't get head over heels. He's got the great ability to switch his mindset. Pass pro doesn't have to be passive, but it is different than run blocking, right? He waits for the defensive lineman to make his move, strikes him, stays on him, keeps his eyes on 54. You can see the entire time, Ratledge, you can actually see right there, his eyes shift towards 54 just in case he comes in his gap, doing the smart, savvy play. Good footwork, bouncing his feet, chopping his feet, good base. Good, fundamentally sound pass protection right here from Ratledge. Ends up getting help from the center. They handle this no problem at all. Great protection across the board. Again, Ratledge is a mauler in the run game, but he's a pretty good protector in the pass protection game, like we see here. Nice play from the rookie. All right, from the wide copy, you can see Ratledge right there at right guard. Good strike, good hands, good base, stays on him the entire time. all kinds of time. Just can't find anybody open. One of the things I love about Ratledge, and I showcased it from the other view, is watch when the linebacker creeps around how his eyes kind of dart right to him, right? He's looking at him right there. He's saying, okay, if you blitz on this gap, I'm going to come and pick you up. He doesn't. He just picks up the running back. So what does Ratledge do right here? He just stays on this defensive tackle the entire time. And then right there when it becomes a scramble drill, what does he do? He lets him go. No dumb holding, nothing stupid penalty-wise. Ratledge, not a perfect player by any means, but he's smart, he's physical, he understands the difference between the run game and the pass game. Great job. All right, I want to end on one of my favorite plays from Ratledge, and there he is, of course, at right guard. And it's going to be another pass protection, and it's going to be a similar kind of concept like we saw before. These three guys on the play side are all going to take the gap to their right. So right tackle is going to be one-on-one there. We see this defensive tackle right there. The center is going to work to take him over, but the Ratledge right guard right here, he's going to be heavy-handed inside with his eyes in this gap. And it's a pretty clever design by Tampa because they fire a linebacker this direction. And their thought is, again, we're going to attack this rookie here. By having a defensive tackle in here, he's going to hang inside. It's going to open up a lot of green grass with an outside rush here. We'll fire in a linebacker. He'll get past everyone and deliver a kill shot at full speed on Jared Goff. And it works pretty good for about a second and a half. But the rookie right guard does a great job recognizing and reacting, does just enough to give his quarterback a chance. Let's check it out. Snap. Protection. Here comes the blitz. Gets just enough. Hits the running back. Makes man miss. Turns it into a huge play for the Detroit Lions. Great job across the board. Let's take a look at this from the wide copy. You can see Ratledge right there, again, getting just enough. You can see initially he's heavy hand inside. He's looking at this defensive tackle, and this linebacker, folks, he's got it. They got it perfect. Number 5 is going outside, but Ratledge, the athlete, recognizes, reacts, lays out, and shoves him just enough. It's the little things, right? Not a great play from Ratledge. I'm sure PFF gave him a bad grade for this, right? But I don't care because this is winning football. Right? It's not going to be perfect every time. Sometimes your head's going to be in the wrong spot. Sometimes the opposition, they're going to trick you a little bit. But Ratledge does a great job recognizing, reacting, lays out with the effort, and does just enough for his quarterback. That's the thing with Ratledge, right? He's smart. He's an athlete, but he plays with effort and intensity at all times. Yes, he likes punishing people. Yes, he loves putting people in the dirt, and I am here for that 100%. But he also puts in high effort even when it's not going well, like we see here. Again, laying out, doing whatever it takes to help his team win. You talk about the quintessential Detroit Lion. I think that's exactly who Tate Ratledge is. Phenomenal draft pick by Detroit, and he's just getting better and better.